Dude, what the
What happened?
That's hella creepy.
This mannequin over here, we came in here one night, it literally moved. Something about that big has been seen in this room. It can get real weird in here. John Moore actually was in here for murdering his aunt and uncle. And I noticed there was a pink mark on my face, about that big around. It felt like a burn. She poisoned her stepdaughter. Her first husband mysteriously died also. She was held in here. Her name was Ray Krause. There's times that I don't feel like being in here.
The door closed behind us, dude. Scratch marks, troll stock.
Twice? 2 different devices. Eli.
Oh my demon.
It was a demonic name that had all these other demonic entities working for it, I guess.
Look at that energy. Who is it on the ground?
Look at the corner right here.
And this face with no pupils.
That's insane.
Oh no.
People have said they will not return because of that hole.
Yep, because they feel like it's portal.
On tonight's episode of the Paranormal Files, we're here in Indiana at a very notorious haunted jail, the Old Blackford County Jail. This jail has some absolutely disturbing history, and the bizarre series of isolation cells in the basement of this jail set it apart from most. We don't know exactly who was being housed down there, but they weren't your normal criminals. From stories of possible demonic activity to the spirits of sheriffs, prisoners, and so much more. Welcome to tonight's episode of the Paranormal Files. Let me tell you guys, you hear that just now? It's like someone sat down in this chair. We've been setting up in here.
This is the room that he has a lot of activity.
Dude, my hair's actually on end right now, man. Like, we just had this door. You guys will see the footage. I know. I'm starting to get a chill. We just had a door shut on us. We heard a bang. Like, there's a lot of activity going on. So let's cut to the history, and I'll see you guys in about 50 minutes. All right, everybody. Tonight, Papa Spooks and I, once again, we are investigating a notorious haunted jail here in Indiana. Woo! You gotta love these jail videos, you know? The pain that these prisoners, faced while in jails, sometimes with abhorrent conditions, but then also the crimes that they committed to land themselves in there, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's gonna be definitely interesting. We've heard some stories about this place. I've heard some stories from people about this location, and there seems to be some pretty intense activity. So, I don't know, it's been a while. Been a while since we've done like a jail, but yeah, there it is on the corner.
We did a whole jail series in Texas, remember that?
Yeah.
7 jails in a row.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, you guys should go back and watch them actually. They're pretty good actually.
Ooh, there it is. I won't focus.
And this is the famous, connection to a famous person.
Oh yeah. Very interesting connection to a famous criminal. John Dillinger.
John Dillinger was in jail here.
Kind of hard to believe, but ooh, won't focus, but it looks creepy from the outside. Well, my boy.
Well, here we are. We made it back to Indiana.
We've been to jail together a few times.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go back?
I am. How about you? Are you ready?
I don't know, man. That was pretty rough the last time.
Which one was I in last time?
I can't remember. All right, guys.
All right.
I'm Chris with the Old Blackford County Jail. I do all the tours here. I'm a paranormal investigator for 23 years. Got a page on YouTube, Haunted Excursions. Anybody's interested, but
And that's your merch right there?
that's my merch.
Nice.
But basically, we're in the old jail here. This place built in 1879. The room that we're in here right now, this would have been the sheriff's living room. So basically the sheriff lived here from 1879 to 1977. The jail was still up until 95, but the sheriff just didn't live here then. The first sheriff that lived in this location, I'm not sure if people are aware of it or not, maybe some people, across the street is the Monroe House. John Saxton was the first sheriff here in 1879, and he actually was the first sheriff that lived in this location, which is kind of crazy. The tie-in.
The Monroe House is in this town?
Yes.
Wait a second.
So we've been here before.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
This is where the
It's across the street.
What the hell?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's bizarre, man.
We were just here last
What
year.
the hell?
It's literally out the window. You can see it.
We didn't even know.
Through this window?
Yeah.
Hold up. I gotta look.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's how bad it gets.
Oh my god! It's
wait,
how did we not
wait,
notice
wait,
that,
wait.
dude? It's right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
that
that's where I
is
said,
so
remember,
weird.
That's where we had the storms.
Yes.
We're here. We had huge,
Dude.
There's a
I
tornado.
think you guys were here, I think, last year. I think Eddie told me after the fact that you were here. I didn't know, but yeah, it was when we were having a bunch of weird storms because I did it alone over there last year. Around the
is
same.
creepy.
Yeah, the place. It's creepier now. He's changed stuff.
Dude, that's so weird because when we were driving here, I was about to tell you, like,
Yeah.
man, this reminds me of when we were driving to the Monroe House.
That's crazy. I had no
Yeah.
no idea.
Didn't
And
even dawn on
fucking
me.
right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
Anyways,
Cool.
wow. Let's continue.
So where was I at now? Oh,
The
the first
sheriff.
sheriff. The first sheriff, yeah. So yeah, John Saxton would have been the first sheriff to actually live in this location, which is interesting to me because we've had stuff where we've tested some theories between the two locations from doing like split screen estises and stuff. Actually had stuff happen at both places at the same time. So it's kind of interesting to me. But like I said, this would have been their living room. We've had stuff in here. I mean, it doesn't have to be nighttime or anything. We can be in here during the day. I've heard voices in here during the day, during the night. People have seen shadow. I don't know what you want to call them. There's some people say, oh, it's like trolls, pugwedgie, elemental. I don't know what you call it, but something about that big has been seen it's been seen in this room. It was seen actually beforehand. Paranormal Quest and Paranormal Nightmare was in there one night in the sheriff's room. They saw it. They thought it was one of the cats when the cats used to be here at the house. Cats were in here, so it wasn't a cat. Dan actually saw it over by the bathroom around the corner. Other people have seen it in other things. I have no idea what it is.
A little creepy troll shadow?
That's what people call them trolls. I mean, like I don't think it's a troll, but I mean it could be something attached to the some people think that it's something maybe attached to their the elemental.
Natives call them gnomes.
Yeah, I mean and there's a lot of Native American history around this particular area, so
That's interesting, man.
so yeah, we'll probably go in there. I'll show you around in there.
All right. I still can't believe the house is so sick, dude. The energy there is crazy.
But he just changed it.
What do you mean?
Like he put a mirror room in there. So outside the kitchen now, when you were going to the basement, there was a closet behind the door. That is a mirror room now. That wall to go in the back there is closed off now. You got to go through. It's like behind the wall of the kitchen and behind the wall of the living room through there to get back in that blue room. And then the upstairs, he actually he put a case up on the wall of these haunted dolls. Some dolls that some lady gave him years ago. She said she didn't want them in the house. She was a paranormal investigator. And he told me that they weren't even going to take them out of the box because they were duct taped in this big like suitcase. But they're up there on display now because that gal mysteriously, I don't want to say mysteriously died. She passed away unexpectedly. So they have her picture up there and these dolls in this freaking case now in the upstairs. But Eddie said when he was putting that case in there, he was working on the actual glass or whatever, and he said he had the suitcase down on the ground, and he said he walked to the other room and the suitcase, boom. That's when the dolls were in the case. And there's only one of them out of the case now. But it just like fell over, so.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
That was a very interesting.
Interesting and creepy at the same time.
Interesting night we had there.
So basically here, this would have been the kitchen for the sheriff. This would have been the family's kitchen. The inmates would have actually ate pretty well because back in the day, up until 77 anyway, the wife of the sheriff would have been making the food for the inmates. And then they just put the food back here. Just slide right through there. There's some old trays and stuff.
So interesting.
Yeah. So there's not any power back there. If you guys need power while you're back there, you can plug it in. But yeah, we get stuff in here, literally, like not even hunting. So this mannequin over here, we put her together maybe, I don't know, two years ago or so. And she's never moved or anything. People get weirded out by her, you know, whatever. But we came in here one night here, I think it's been two and a half months ago, dumping the trash one night. Came back the next night, me and Casey were gonna investigate, and she's laid across the floor, like head off, like laid across the floor. So we went back and looked at the Wise cameras, and 15 minutes after we left the night before, you can see her shoulder like move, like she's two pieces, you know? It literally moved and went down,
crazy.
then and went down. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's a little creepy.
Yeah.
Fuck, how many times have I said it's creepy?
Yeah. This area right here, I'll turn the lights on there so you can see what's going on. So we've got it's the rotating jail. You can go in either way, it doesn't matter. But basically we have 4 cells, 2 cells on each side. The last one used to be a cell until they got running water here, then it turned into the shower room. The other side, when we get down this way, it'll take you to the drunk tank area. But yeah, we've got basically here, we've got a wheel that we can put out here. We've got them open now so you can get in every cell, but basically we have a wheel that we can put on right here to close the cells or whatever. But they're getting kind of iffy, so we just leave them open so people can go in there. We've got some actual, you know, cuffs and keys and all that kind of stuff, which might be good for trigger objects or, you know, whatever else. But which way you want to go through? You want to go through the easy way or the hard way?
Do the hard way.
Okay.
Sounds kind of entertaining.
We'll go through this way.
Light level, okay.
I'll go in here first and I'll ask you guys through. You want me to do that?
Sure.
This thing's heavy. Watch your fingers too. Oh my God. I got it, man.
Now stop it halfway and leave them in there.
Leave me in there? Sure. It's like I don't have to work out.
You get a workout doing that stuff.
I guess.
So basically back there is where I was telling you, where are the trays at? I thought they were laying there. Anyway, back there, like I said, that's where they would have put the trays through. Obviously this is the jail cell area, but back there they used to have an old TV set up outside that room. And actually, Dan and Rich that own this place, Rich actually worked here as a guard back in the 80s for like 5 years, I think.
That's crazy.
And then lived here for years. They just moved out like 2 years ago. So this area right here, this would have been where they play cards and all that kind of good stuff. You had the payphones. Crazy story about this. The other day I was in here, I had a group in here on a tour. These phones are not wired up to anything. I was telling them this same stuff I'm telling you right now. We literally heard a muffled old school sounding ring over by this phone. Now there's not even a wire hooked to it. That's the first time I've ever heard that. In all these years investigating there, it sounded like an old ringer right over by here. So
That's crazy.
kind of crazy. As far as other stuff in here, we've literally had everything. I mean, you name it, from people seeing apparitions to stuff banging on stuff, touched, you name it, pretty much everything in here. Just one particular cell down here, I'll show you this. This area right here, 1932, we had a bank robber. Is that literally moved? Sorry, I didn't mean to mess up your video, but somebody moved my freaking thing.
What?
That whole thing.
The metal thing?
The whole thing. The whole damn thing. That's weird.
That is weird.
That's weird. Sorry, I didn't mean to mess up your video.
No, it's interesting.
It's interesting because whose cell this is actually. So basically, 1932, this cell right here, we had a bank robber in here named James Barrett. He was part of the Chicago Heights gang, Barrett gang. They said he had ties with Dillinger. He was actually robbing banks with the sheriff at the time, Ira Barton, and he was getting ready to go to court. They found him in here. So I don't know if I should have said that on your video.
No, it's okay.
But, you can bleep it or whatever you need to do, but they found him in here. They say that he did it. We don't believe he did it just because stuff that we get here. I mean, he was in with the sheriff. I mean,
yeah, loose lips sink ships.
well, I mean, I've had some crazy stuff in here, and you know, people can think what they want to about it. I actually had an SB7 Pro in here like maybe a month ago. I'm doing it alone up here by myself, and I was asking James questions about that, or trying to ask James questions about that, and it literally came through there a bunch of words. Usually it's just like a word or two, you know. It said they should be investigated through an SB7 Pro, and I'm like, and we've got numerous other things like that, so we just don't think that he did it, even though the book said. But as far as other stuff in here, like I said, we've had all kind of activity in this place, and you name it, it's probably happened in here. We'll walk around this way. I'll show you the other side of this. Like I said, this would have been the shower room here. This little area out here, I'll show you out back. It's not very big, but that little fenced-in area out there, that would actually been the rec area.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Not a very big wreck area.
Yeah, it's not a very big rec area at all. But you know what's crazy is when we were in elementary school, we actually came up on a field trip here.
You did?
We came up on a field trip to this place. Now I don't think we came back here in the cells, but we came on the other side, like the family side of the house, which is crazy. But I do remember that.
Well, they were like inmates here.
Yeah, there were inmates there. Yeah.
It's an interesting field trip.
So
Like
we'll go back.
Scared straight.
Oh, yeah. Scared straight before that.
Back here?
Yeah. So this will take you around basically to when you go around the corner there, it'll be the drunk tank. Yeah, this one right here.
Right here.
It opens up, but that is the drunk tank.
Not bad for the night. It's like a free hotel room.
Yeah, you know, I had a friend of mine that was in here.
Really?
I had a friend of mine when he was 19.
That's
and
crazy.
he got put in here for public intox.
Oh, God.
And he spent a month in here, but he said, man, he was raising all kind of heck in here, wanting coffee and stuff. So I was like, man, I want to bring you up here sometime as a trigger object, dude.
You're in here now.
We'll walk back down this way. I'll show you some other spots.
Any other interesting history in here? In these cells?
In the cells, I would say there is one other one. It's not as bad as the other one, but there was a guy in here. Actually, I went out to his grave the other day. There was a guy in here named Bartley Wilhelms, who was an inmate. He used to be a former like city cop or something. He back in the 30s, early 30s, I believe. He was in here. He was always like trying to cause chaos, you know. I think he was partially like he was kind of out of his head, you know. But he tried to set the place on fire multiple times, and he was in between here and the mental institution in Richmond and different things. But yeah, he was one of the known guys here, that's for sure.
But he didn't die here.
He didn't pass away here, no. No, he did not pass away here.
Bartley Wilhelm?
Bartley Wilhelms, yeah. Yeah, he's buried out here at this city. I actually had his great-great-great-granddaughter. She actually came down to do investigation / trying to find out more information. And so she got me a picture of him and all kind of stuff. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's
That's cool.
Kind of interesting.
Isn't John Dillinger associated here somehow?
They say that Dillinger came through this way. I don't know how he's associated. I mean, I know he was around the area. He was robbing banks. He robbed a bank in Montpelier, Indiana. He robbed some other banks around here. They said that he would come through here under an alias or something, not as an inmate. I think he had ties to a lot of the local law enforcement and stuff, and that's how he did a lot of the stuff he did, you know.
Okay,
So that's basically what I was told about that. I can't say 100% he was incarcerated in here.
Yeah, okay.
I always was under the impression that he was in here, you know, had involvement with the actual law enforcement. That's what I was told. This room right here, this would have been the dispatch and intake office at one time. And then I'll take you up here. This area right here would have actually been the women's dorm area. So they would have been held in here, probably a little bit more comfortable than the guys are held in here. A little soft spot there, just watch your step over there. They would have been, like I said, they were in here and like, you know, multiple women or whatever. There used to be a toilet in here too, they took it out. The reason why people put the kid stuff down here now is we just recently found out that back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, I'm out of breath, man. Like something's like messing with my chest here. I always get weird stuff with my chest in this room. I swear to God.
It's a little heavier, actually.
Yeah, it's weird in here. But the reason why there's like kid stuff in here is people's put it in here because we found out in the late 1800s, early 1900s, if a woman didn't have somewhere for her child to go, they would be basically locked up with the mother, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people get a lot of different things in this particular room. I think it feels weird in here. Like I always feel out of breath in this room. So. But we'll go back around this way.
And what about these Polaroids?
So this area right here, if you look, that goes into the other attic, which I'll take you around to. That is on basically the family living side of the attic. But up in that attic, they could actually do backup. Basically, they could back up executions up there. I can't tell you if they did 1 or 100 of them because we don't have any of the records there across the street. We haven't been able to get in that room to even look. But this jail was open in 1879, so we feel like there's some that's happened here. This floor originally wasn't here, so that's where they would have dropped him down on.
Oh, it's like hangings.
That would have been the hole, right here.
Yeah.
Up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when I take you on the other side, you'll see, I mean, we don't have the thing still hanging up there,
Right.
but part of the wood's still there and is, you know. And this doesn't make any sound on it unless somebody's on it or something's on it. I have heard it make that sound before, but it's been like one time in like 10 years that I've heard it. My friend did actually hear somebody walking on it recently. He got audio of it when he was doing it alone here one night for his channel.
That's really loud.
Yeah.
That's loud.
Yeah. So this room here is kind of interesting. This would have been backup cell area. You can see where the actual cells were here. And then toward the end, back in 95, this would have been interrogation room. I think there's still like writing on the wall where people have written on here and stuff. But basically 1904, there was a gal that was actually lived here locally in town. She lived down in what is now Keplinger Funeral Home. She was married to one of the local druggists, and her name was Ray Krause. So she sent the newspaper boy to the other drugstore, picked up strychnine for her, and then she poisoned her stepdaughter. So she did kill her, and she was held in here 1904 for about a month. We do have a picture. I've got a picture I can show you. It shows an X on the outside of the building in the 1904 newspaper where she's being held. And I've got a picture of her also because in 1925, in the local paper, she was actually pardoned.
Really?
Yeah, she was actually pardoned. And then I never could find out anything about her after that. It was just kind of like she vanished off the face of the earth or something. But they said her first husband mysteriously died also. So,
Wow.
I mean, she was, but like I said, she was one of the key people that we talk about in here.
What was her first name again?
Ray. R-A-E, yeah.
R-A-E.
Yeah, Ray Krause. We'll go down this way, and I'll show you this attic up here. Just watch it up here.
Ooh, this is nice and creepy.
There may or may not be bats in here, so when we come in, I usually close that door. Yeah, just so I don't have to chase anything or whatever, but yeah, this is basically the attic above the jail cells. And you can see all the walls, how thick they are and everything like that. I haven't seen any lately, but there could be.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
There could be. You like bats?
I'm not a bat fan.
It's like a running joke on our channel.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So we've had weird stuff in here. As a matter of fact, that door over here, I was in here actually giving a guy an interview, I think it was last week, maybe the week before. And I had him close the, I just heard something right there.
What was it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that was. It wasn't a bat. But anyway, I was giving him an interview, and he had the door closed because I told him I wanted it closed for the bats and that kind of stuff. That thing pushed up and like somebody just pushed it open. I mean, all the way, like during the interview. And I was like, I've never seen that happen before. But that was kind of kind of interesting thing like a week ago.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, there's no wind. There's nothing that would open that door. I know when Omar was doing his Alone series, we were here, and Sean was he was up in this area, and I know he got a bunch of weird stuff in this area when they were filming that. Yeah, we get a lot of weird stuff in this room, though.
What's the history of this? Any use that's notable?
See, I don't know. I think this was more of a storage. I think they use this for more like storage stuff, is what I've been told. But I don't know. They could have used it for other stuff.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty big.
Yeah, it's weird in here.
Big space.
Yeah, it's pretty weird in here. You heard something again? Yeah, the first one sounded like a knock or something.
That's what that sounded like.
Yeah, it sounded like a knock. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know. I was in here also the other day. I was in here, well, actually the other night before I was leaving, and I heard something bang up in this general area. Pretty loud I could hear it downstairs.
Wow.
So that's not a bad either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad.
Or it's one big ass bat.
It's a, if I see one that big, I might not be working here.
You're on board with me?
Yeah, I mean, if it's that big, I mean, yeah, this thing just flung open all the way.
Big door.
Yeah, there's no room. We'll go downstairs here. I'll show you something. This place is like bigger than it looks.
Yeah, seriously.
So basically, what we have here, this would have been the sheriff's office, and we've got a list of the sheriff from 1839 on here. Although this place is 1879, so it would have actually been before this actual location. There's some sheriffs that we usually talk about, or I usually talk about. 1949, there was a sheriff here named Sheriff Updegraft. He actually went out on a domestic twice to a guy's house, and the second time the guy shot him, he ended up dying like a few days later from it. So he would have lived here in 49. Then in 77, Howard McCollum was sheriff. He actually passed away of cancer. So technically, he would have been the last one that lived here. They appointed Ed Townsend sheriff, and then Ed actually passed away 4 days later from a massive heart attack in this office. And then the sheriffs didn't live here anymore.
Really? So two sheriffs died in that short time span, then they just quit?
Yeah. Yeah, the wife was probably, I'm assuming the wife was like, no, we're not moving in, because they didn't live here after that. So that's interesting. Then we've got a couple here. Actually, that right there is Ira Barton. He was the sheriff at the time that I told you was in with James Barrett on the robberies. And then, and that's James Barrett right there.
Who was found dead in the cell?
Yeah, but I mean, we get a lot of stuff. We think, I mean, I can't say it's 100% that's who we're talking to. I mean, I'd be lying if I said that. But we feel like we have communication with that guy. I mean, whether it's him, I don't know for sure. But and then Ira Barton, he actually got sent to Michigan City to serve time for the robberies. But he is actually buried out here at the cemetery also. I just haven't found his grave yet. It's kind of interesting. And we get a lot of stuff in this particular room. This was one of the rooms that we actually were doing the split screen Estes. That we've tried it a couple times from Monroe House. I came in here one night with my friend. She actually went under Estes over in the Monroe House by herself. Man, equipment's going off over there and all this stuff. We're hearing bangs and walking around up here at the same time. I think there's a tie-in, definitely.
I mean, it's so close.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I mean, they held inmates in there.
In the Monroe House?
They did.
Yeah, the basement.
I don't think he told us that.
He didn't tell you that?
No.
They held him in there. Yeah, he's got documentation of it even.
Really?
Yeah, down there when you first go down in the basement to like the crawl spaces right here, and that area right beside it, you can look up there and it's got like how this, or like how you'd see where they had the bars and stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where it was at. They held him
And
there.
why? Just like overflow?
No, that was like the jail at the time.
Oh, that was the actual jail.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't tell us that.
I wonder if it was this.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting because I mean they did hold inmates in there, and
That's weird because that place is like fucking evil.
I know.
I did not enjoy my time
We could have
in
already
there.
done that.
Yeah, and I feel like there's tie-in actually. We'll go up here. This would have been the basically up to the living quarters. Part of it's living quarters anyway. And I've heard stuff up here multiple times walking up these stairs. Like it sounded like you. I've heard that kind of stuff up here. I don't feel like it's a residual either because I mean, a residual would be like, you hear it at 2 o'clock this time, you know, like,
Yeah.
it's not like that. This door right here too, well, I'll tell you what this is, first of all, this is the sheriff's bedroom. And that door, in the last 2 years, I've seen that thing shut 6 times.
Really?
Like, I've had it during tours, I've had it when I've been up here investigating, different things. I've seen it shut. Like I said, this was sheriff's bedroom. This was actually Dan's bedroom. They bought this place in 1996, basically because it was going to get torn down. So they bought it for historical reasons or whatever, but they actually lived here. I think Dan moved in here in like 2001. His brother lived here before that. But he started hearing stuff in here a couple years after he moved in here. Maybe 2002 range, somewhere around in there, I think. He heard walking up the stairs just like I did. He told me one night he heard walking up there, he thought somebody was actually breaking in the house. He said he walked around there, and I'm gonna pause you right here because I don't know what you want me to say and what you don't, because he had his gun out, so I don't know if you can say that kind of shit.
No, yeah, go for it.
Okay. So anyway, Dan, like I said, he lived here. He was here one night, and he thought somebody literally broke in this place. And he said he got up, he said he had his gun, and he's hearing walking up the stairs. It's like, you know, like when we were walking up the stairs. And he said he went around the corner, and he said, man, I almost shot a hole through the wall. He said there was nothing there. But I've heard it multiple times too. So he's heard that. But then the main thing that he saw when he was living here, he said early on, was he saw a man in here that walked in here, black slacks, white t-shirt, like right, because his bed was right here. And he said he kind of looked at him, kind of smiled, and then back out the door. And he said back then, you know, that's back before they were doing ghost stuff here and all that kind of thing. He didn't want people to think he was nuts, so he talked to a local historian about it, and the local historian said basically he described Ed Towns, which Ed's the one that passed away of the massive heart attack downstairs, so makes sense. But we get a lot of activity in this particular room. I don't know what it is. We get a lot of stuff in this. It's one of my hot spots for sure. Going this way. So this room over here, this would have been kids and grandkids room. A lot of the girls, I feel like a lot of the girls, I'm not saying none of the guys have ever gotten anything with kids or what we believe to be kids, but a lot of the females seem like they get interactions with the children here, even more than the guys do. But we definitely get weird stuff in this room. We were in the other room over here that we just left. We were in there a couple years ago, doing some investigation stuff. We had a EMF reader on the bed or whatever, and something hit it. My friend's like, is that you messing with the meter? And man, immediately, I tracked it down. I figured out what it was because I heard a knock, but it was this. I had my recorder over here. It was this. It was that. I could hear that's what it was. Something banging on it. We got audio of that. That was kind of interesting. The other weird thing that we've got here, I'll probably give you a video of. It was right here, actually in this doorway, which is crazy. There was some people here, some younger folks that was here investigating, and they were right here. They were provoking. They told me they were provoking, and then I saw the video. But literally on the video that I'm going to show you, you can see something peeking out right here. I mean, it's like crazy. It's crazy. It looks like multiple things going out, but it's like literally right here. It's not a person. I mean, it's not a living person. It's something right here. And then I've seen stuff here. When I was doing a live one night, I was sitting over there, and people could see it on my chat. It almost looked like a smoky arm. That's what it looked like. It looked like a kind of like, not detailed, but just like black, kind of sticking out there, kind of misty looking, like an arm sticking out right there. But yeah, the video is pretty crazy.
Oh, I gotta see it.
Yeah, the video is pretty crazy. We'll go up here. I'll show you. Up here, we've had some crazy stories with this place too. So this right here, this was the attic. Like I said, the attic where they used to. This is the attic that happened. Well, I'll tell you the story in a minute when we come down. But the thing I was talking about earlier. You want the light on or?
Sure.
So basically up here, like I said, this would have been where they would have did that. Part of the wood's original, part of it's not. They did have a fire here, as you can see up there. And we've put the boards over there, so people wouldn't fall down. But that's where it would have happened at. Right there is where they would have. We have had crazy stuff in here though. I was up here, I think it was like 2 years ago. I was up here with Kalani one night, back when the rope was hanging up there. And we literally saw a white ball fly off of that. It wasn't a bug, fly off of that freaking thing. Just looked like a ball of light. Up from the rope
When it was hanging.
Oh,
it used to be
shit.
hanging here.
Yeah, it wasn't a bug. Yeah, we saw that. So that was kind of interesting. The other thing that we had here 2 years ago, me and Casey put up a recorder here one night, and we left. We just left it here for like 20 minutes or something like that. Put my Zoom recorder up there, and when we came back, it wasn't even like 2 minutes in, you hear a step. You hear, because these boards are like, you hear a step, and then there's like something messing with the windscreen on my mic, or on the Zoom recorder. You could hear it just like that, like something was messing with it. Then you hear a little girl like humming a song, which is pretty crazy. But I feel like, the kids would have played up here. I mean, they lived here.
Right.
Kids play in attics. I mean, I used to play in attics when we some people's houses,
Train.
Every time.
Yeah,
Damn train.
We can wait a second.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I just,
Clear running joke.
yeah.
It's usually the train thing usually happens to me when it's getting ready. Let's do an EVP, and it's like train.
Yeah, right.
Command. So the other crazy thing, we actually heard, like I said, heard the little girl humming. Then you heard another step, and then you heard like a kid getting in trouble. Like, no, there's nobody outside. There's nobody here. That was pretty crazy. The other thing is, me and Casey were here one night. I think it was last year. We were here one night. She was doing Estes. She was sitting back there, and we had that door shut. Now that door's kind of hard to open. I was doing Estes, and I said, "Is there anybody here with me?" And she said, "Behind you." And I said, "Oh, you behind me?" And she said, "Ready?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm ready." Dude, that freaking door pops open on the live. I've got the live facing over there. You could hear it, but you couldn't see it. I was just like, holy crap, that whole freaking door came open. So that was pretty crazy. But probably the craziest thing, if you want me to tell you the story that I was telling you the other night. So I came up here. I was with my buddy over here. We were in the sheriff's room, and the gals were sitting over here. There were two gals sitting over here hunting. So I heard them, so I just came up to check on them, and then I went back downstairs. They're way over there. And when I got down to the bottom of basically right down here, dude, toward the last step, I felt something hit my arm. I felt something literally hit my arm. And fell on the ground. It was a coin. I mean, it sounds far-fetched, I know, but it literally just came straight above me and hit me on the hand. It was a 1974 Canadian, like a queen, had a queen on it, 1 cent coin, which was pretty bizarre. But some of the stuff that was saying on in the other room on some of the devices we were getting before then, it's a crazy ass story.
Well, what did it say?
I mean, basically, I was using Sean Austin's SPI app. It said Vapala when I was in there with Bubba, and I didn't know what it meant. It was VAPULA, which basically that said that it was like it was a demonic name. That was basically this high person that was in charge of a treasure house that had all these other basically demonic entities working for it, I guess you want to say. And then I get a coin drop on my hand. I mean,
so strange.
I'm just saying that was pretty insane.
So you got the name of like a treasury demon, and then shortly afterwards, a coin manifested out of thin air.
Out of thin air.
And hit you.
And fell down.
It was right down here. It was toward the last step, so it would have had to been over here. It came straight down. I was on the last damn step when that fell.
That's
and then it
crazy.
rolled out on the floor down there.
And where the hell does a Canadian coin come from?
We look up and there's a demon in the crevice right there. Crouched down like
I don't know, but at the time, I didn't know what the word meant because that was the first thing. It'd been an hour running that thing, and it didn't say anything. That's the first thing it said. And then I come up here, and then that happens. And then that's when I looked up the name, and I'm just like, that was freaking crazy. I did take the coin. I don't know if I should have took it or not.
Shit, you took its offer.
I actually talked to Sean about that, and I was just like, I mean, I don't know. I felt like I had to take the coin.
Has anyone else recorded or like felt like that it was like something non-human that haunts any part of this place?
Yeah,
'Cause
for
that's
sure.
really interesting.
Yeah,
Like,
for
what
sure.
have they said?
We've got a lot of like darker stuff down in the basement, which I haven't even taken you down there yet.
Shit. So
The
we can talk
basement's
about
like solitary, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I do feel like there's stuff here. What I tell everybody is, you know, we had the good, bad, and ugly here. So there were murders here. There were regular people just got in trouble for dumb stuff, and like they had everything here. I mean, it was an old jail too. So back in the day, they could do whatever they wanted to you. I mean,
Well, I mean, if they actually had a hanging right here, I mean,
Yeah.
they had to use it.
yeah,
I mean,
I know they
like you
did.
said, how many? But
Yeah, I can't say how many.
still,
I can't say how many because I don't have the documentation. It's here though.
Do you think people were executed here?
I do. I mean, this place was open in 1879. I'm sure they were.
why would they have that?
They wouldn't have it unless they were
You know?
using it.
I mean,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's crazy that the kids, you know, came up here and played and everything else. But yeah, you
The
know,
hanging pole.
You know they did. Yeah, it's
Right
like
over there.
yeah, let's like play over there. But I've had stuff here, and there's like, you know, honestly, this is the first time I came in here the other day for like 5 minutes downstairs. But after that coin thing the other night, I hadn't been in here. I felt kind of, I don't know, it felt a little weird. After I started looking into it more, I was like, I might need to chill a
that's
couple
actually
days.
a really weird story.
I mean, that's very bizarre.
I mean, not weird. But I mean, it's like that's a little creepy, you know. I mean,
Just to come out of thin air.
Not
Yeah.
to creep you out or anything.
I can't explain that. Like where a penny would come from, like falling from there too.
I mean, I believe,
yeah.
you know, my personal belief on stuff is that there's other dimensions and stuff too. So, I mean, like, hard telling. I believe in a lot of stuff. And a lot of people can say, oh, it's total BS. Dude, it straight up happened to me. There's nobody over there to drop a penny on me. That's for damn sure.
And a Canadian penny too.
But what's weird is this particular penny,
They hated us back then.
this particular penny, though, can be worth a lot of money. Because I did look up this particular penny. And I'm not saying it is, but there's certain instances with this penny that it's worth a lot. I hadn't had anybody look at it.
Yeah, I was a coin collector growing up.
Yeah, because like different strikes and different things. There's been some of them over
Minting marks. And,
over $250,000.
really? Oh wow, that is.
Of that penny? Where do you live?
I'll flip it for it.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that particular one is
Yeah,
worth that. But
sure.
there is. I was talking to a couple. I did talk to a couple people that said that particular year.
That's so strange.
That would
dude.
be even kind of scarier if it is.
Yeah.
honestly.
Wow.
It's like $1 million.
Because my other friend, like I had a couple friends of mine that were telling me, man, I don't know if you should have taken that. Sean said, did you take it? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, I don't know, dude. And then, you know, I told a couple of my other friends, like, you need to take it back. And I was like, I don't feel like I can take it back. Like, I don't know that it's, you know, I don't know. It's a weird story,
Keep it in
though.
a certain spot or a box or anything like that? Or
Yeah, I got it in.
sitting out on a table? Or,
Yeah, I just got to put up. Yeah, I'm not like carrying it around. But
Well,
it's pretty.
you want to hit the basement before? In case, if there's not anything else to...
Yeah, I don't have any more stories. And then the light's right there for you. Yeah, that story sounds like bullshit. I know it does, but
No.
but I
I've heard
mean,
way weirder stories.
yeah, I was down here and it actually fell right here. Like I was like right here. I was like right here when it fell and hit my hand, and then it rolled out down here. Because Bubba was on live. He was in here. He could hear it on the live, but he couldn't see it until I told him, like right then, dude. I turned on the light and I was like, dude, you're not gonna believe this freaking crap. Yeah, I'll leave this shut in case there's any of your buddies up there.
Oh no, yeah. Can't say a word.
Yeah. Yeah, there's times that I don't want to come in here. I don't get freaked out too much. I do stuff alone, man. I did Randolph alone. I do it. But there's times that I don't feel like being in here.
Specifically?
Yeah, it feels weird, dude. I don't know if it's just because I hear stuff a lot in here, man. But I think it's because I'm here all the time. But like, I had something mark my face here, dude. I didn't even tell you that story.
What do you mean?
I was doing a split screen Estes with Bubba last year, and he was down in the basement. He was under doing Estes. I was asking questions from the sheriff. I was sitting up in the sheriff's room. You can see me, you can see him at the same time or whatever, and I'm asking questions. I hear something walking up the stairs. He says he's moving, so that was weird. But after that whole session that we were doing, the Estes or whatever, I came down here and I was talking to my chat, and I turned the camera around and I was looking at my, you know, and I noticed there was I had a pink mark on my face, like about that big around. It was just like a light pink mark that felt almost like a sunburn or something. And then I started getting purple looking. and then it was on my face for 3 days and then gone.
What?
It felt like a burn. I got a picture of it. That happened out of nowhere. And I hadn't had, till last year, I'd never been scratched or any of that kind of stuff over all these years investigating. I've had other friends this happened, you know, but I've been with them. Before that, I actually got scratched in the Monroe house. Yeah, I got a scratch on my arm from the Monroe house.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, we'll go downstairs here and I'll take you down to the
here.
I call it creep zone.
Creep zone.
Yeah, watch your head here because it's pretty low. It's low down here. This room right here, this would have been one of the solitary rooms. You can't go back in there. I just wouldn't step in the mud stuff because it'll be all over the house, but you can't get back in there. That was like a big solitary room there. I was in there one night in the dark, man, and I turned off the lights for a minute, you know, and I'll be damned if that freaking, I said, is anybody here? And the damn,
The hose? Or
yeah, the hose, dude. It freaking kicks on, dude.
Really?
It kicks on right then about
like the pump? The sump
yeah,
pump?
the sump pump, dude. I'm like drawing a blank.
No, that's
But
okay.
anyway, the sump pump came on. I'm like, holy crap. Get you.
That would
get
scare
you-
a guy.
That would freak me.
Kind of freak you out a little bit. So basically in here, this goes out to the road, this area. You can't get out this door though because it's got a lock on it, but it does go out to the road. If you need a light, there's a light right here. There's a plug-in right here.
Jeez.
Now back in here.
Oh, this is sick.
Yeah.
Keep people down here?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Crazy.
Kind of looked like that was moving, but it might have just been my
It
leg.
did for a second to me too. Yeah.
It looked like it was moving, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It really did.
So basically this area, that gets into that other solitary area right there. I've had weird stuff in here though, but one of the things I was gonna actually tell you about, which is another thing we found out not too long ago. 1932, there was a guy that we found out that was here named John Moore. And John Moore actually was in here for actually murdering his aunt and uncle. And I've got a picture of him too, I'm gonna give to you, which he just, I don't know, he looks like there's something wrong. Like, I mean, it doesn't look like, I've showed people and they said, man, he doesn't look human. But that was in 1932 also. He got sent to Michigan City and was executed in 1933. So we found out about him not too long ago. So we keep finding out stuff from different sources about different things because everybody thinks it's just a little jail. They held some drunks and stuff, but that's not the case. So we'll go back around this way, and this is the real creepy part. Just duck your head, and it's not down low back once you get in there, but just lift your foot up here too. So this is all limestone and quartz, which they say holds energy. So up here, when you look up here, there's basically 1, 2, 3 holes up here. And behind these walls, there's actually 3 solitary cells. Really? So they're bricked in. Yeah, they're blocked in now, but they are open in there. But then when you come back here, there's actually 1 open that you can see because there's 6 of them down here altogether.
This is nuts, man, actually.
Yeah,
Check all this.
it's creepy down here.
Oh, this is f***ing creepy as hell.
Yeah. So right here, we're right underneath the jail cell area. So this is all the mechanism for the cells right here. And I've got some weird stuff down here. I know multiple people have got weird things down here. I've got a picture I took here in, I think it was May of 2021. That was pretty crazy. That I'll share that one with you too, because it was a pretty weird picture. It almost looks like something like a person, kind of a person's face right here, but then there was something over here at the same time. It was pretty weird. But if we go around the corner here,
This is probably the most interesting part of the jail.
so this in here, this would be one of the solitary cells, and that's the only one that's open, but there's 6 of them in here.
Honestly, people
shit.
down in here?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, so they opened this one up, but all the rest of them are closed up.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Can I take one?
Yeah.
Late.
It's hard to believe.
That's where you're putting him tonight?
Yeah.
That's where Colin, you'll do your justice.
Yeah.
So here's the other. That's the, like I said, there's the hole that goes into the one that you just saw, and then there's two more actually down here.
Okay, so just this here alone will show you that there's like some bad people.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh
This
yeah.
isn't for normal. Like,
No, this isn't for normal folks. So, and then that just goes into the room that we were just in.
I've never even seen a county jail with this type of shit.
oh, this is crazy.
No, that's
This
creepy.
is really weird.
No, that's creepy.
This is like
What's up?
medieval.
What's up with
I
that?
like.
almost, you know?
I always ask people when we're coming through tour. I said, "You ever seen the movie Barbarian?" Like, I mean, like
It is like that.
it reminds me of that. dude.
Seriously,
You have like
Yeah.
a stretching table down here and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
the torture wheel.
Oh yeah. So we'll turn back
We're gonna
around
go back.
that way. Yeah, we're gonna go back that way. And actually, I'll tell you when we walk out here. But something crazy happened when. So I was back there, and we were setting up stuff when he was filming. So I was with his old editor or whatever at the time, and he was setting up cameras back there. There was a REM pod down here, and it was just me and Gene at the time was down here. But Gene was walking out here, and I tell everybody, watch your head or whatever. He literally ran into that right out over on the other side here, dropped him down in the hole, dude. And he's holding his head, going, you know. And I'm just like, REM pod starts going off out here, dude. The REM pod literally starts going off out here when he fell down and had a big egg. You know, like I didn't know how bad it was. It's like you want to film, but you can't because the person might really be too hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happened. So that was kind of.
Wow.
I tell people that story all the time.
And you said there's like a lot of dark activity down here, almost non-human.
I mean, I feel it with the John Moore guy. I mean, when you see the picture, you let me know what you think. I mean, like,
The one that killed us.
yeah, his hand knuckle. Yeah, I mean, I feel stuff down here. Like I said, I come and do this sometimes. I come and do alone at the jail and all that stuff, and it feels weird down here. And I forgot to tell you, I actually, in the jail cells, I got grabbed in my side one. I did an Estes with my chat one time when I was doing on a live, which probably isn't the smartest thing in the world to do by yourself. But I actually had something grab my side in the jail cells up there one night. But I don't know. It can get weird in here. It can get real weird in here. There's people get freaked out of here. Man, I've had people leave this place and literally leave the door unlocked. Like, I had a group from, I don't know, 2 hours away or something. They came here with 15 people. Dude, they left by 10:30 at night. I mean, left the door unlocked. I had to come up here, like, I never heard the reasoning, nothing. Just gone. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, this lowest level for me, really, out of all the
It's creepy.
every jail we visited,
Yeah, this is
this
a weird
is the
vibe.
weirdest
Yeah, that's
for
creepy.
me. And I don't mean that again, that weird term, but I mean unique and just like
Yeah.
medieval almost.
Oh, yeah.
With all this, like,
Yeah, it's not
all
your
this-
typical. It's not your
This is
typical.
odd,
jail.
yeah.
No.
Right?
So then I'll show you over here. They've got a little bit of actual evidence that was left here in this room. Some of that stuff's the antique stuff that was found in here, but there's like actual some papers and evidence and stuff that was over here, like criminal mischief, bats, all that kind of crap. This is where they would have held like the drugs and guns and stuff like that. But this,
It's like the evidence room.
yeah, this would have been the evidence room. Yeah, this would have been the evidence room. Now over here, I've got a weird story for you. This hole over here, I've probably been investigating this place over 10 years. But I've been doing tours here maybe like 7 or something. 6.5, 7. Dan opened that before I was doing tours here because he had, there was actually water on top of it. So he opened it up. And when he opened it up, there wasn't any water inside it. And there's a lot of people that feel like it's a portal. There's people that fill stuff over here. There's people that said they won't come back to this location because of that. I mean, I can't
Because of
say
this hole?
because of that. There's a lot of people feel like it's a portal. Now, I don't know. I can't tell you for sure on that kind of stuff. But I've had some friends of mine over here that actually felt stuff. Like I said, there's people here that said they would not come back to the place.
What's the purpose of the hole? Anybody have an idea?
I mean, I don't know if there
For the
was
building
like,
or-
I don't know if there's like old
I mean,
piping or something.
oh, there's water. I kind of realize, yeah, there's water in there.
But when he opened it, there wasn't any
There was
water,
no
but there was
water.
water on top of it.
Oh, weird, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
that's,
dry underneath it.
yeah.
Strange.
So it's just kind of one of those things. It's like, I show people, let everybody form their own opinion on it. But all I know is it's a lot more active here than it used to be before that was.
People have said they will not return because of that hole.
Yeah. Because they feel like it's a portal.
does look kind of creepy.
Yeah. And then I've had other people tell me that those portals are supposed to be on north side of buildings. I don't know if that's the case or not. I don't really study portals and stuff, but I mean, I've heard, of course, like mirrors and all that kind of stuff, but
Goes through my head is like let people like throw a penny in there or something.
Yeah.
It's like a wishing well, but
yeah.
not quite a wishing well. I don't know what you'd call it. But
See if the penny shows up upstairs.
That would be freaky.
That'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
like
Drops on you.
different dimension.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we asked everybody the same thing at the end of the video interview. Do you think that this place is haunted?
Oh, 100%. I've been doing investigations, like I said, for 23 years, man. I've had crazy stuff here. Crazy stuff here.
And I guess, what kind of a haunting do you feel like it is?
You mean as far as...
Negative, positive, neutral?
I think it's both, honestly. I think there is a lot of negative stuff here, but I also think that there's positive stuff here. Because I feel like some of the sheriffs are still around. I mean, that's what I feel like anyway. I mean, I know you can't really say who you're speaking with because something could probably make you think you're talking to something else, you know what I'm saying? But I think there's good and bad here. It's what my personal opinion. And the more we dig up information on this building, the more I think there is like there's some dark stuff here too.
Cool.
Yeah. Wow.
What was that?
What the?
Dude, that wasn't us.
No. Dude, the door closed.
No way.
The door closed. Holy.
Wait, that now?
Just now.
That
This door
open?
closed. No.
Oh, look, it's moving. Wait,
Oh shit! Oh, the light went on. The light went on. The motion light was on. The door closed behind us, dude.
I just caught that.
Holy shit! Did you catch the light just went out?
Yes.
The light had gone on, and the squeak behind us was the door closing. The door closed.
Remember he told us that story?
Yes.
Can you open that door
I've
up,
got like,
please?
whew, already.
Can you open that up, please?
Yes. Oh.
We need to come back out. Can you please open that for us?
No.
Do you want us to open the door? Should we open the door back up?
Yes.
Careful.
Jeez.
Demon things right around the corner.
That was crazy. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it was literally we were just setting up in here. And it was just sitting like that.
So I'm standing this way looking at you. Then we hear the squeak. We're like, what the f-? And then look back. I saw the light through the crack on and the door had closed.
Yes.
We were literally about to just shoot the
Here.
intro.
All right, everybody. So we're just kind of going to get right into it tonight. This place has some incredible history with the murderers, the actual people who died in here, the possible, almost certain executions that happened upstairs. But just now, Jeff and I saw this door. Look at it. It's exactly where it was.
Yeah.
This thing's shut by itself. And...
Oh.
What?
Oh. 100% boot steps in the ceiling. Is that the place up there?
It's the attic.
Dude.
So, what I'll say that's really interesting is just recently, people have had supposed demonic encounters here. There's a lot of people who report really violent, angry energy here. And there's a very off vibe, especially in the basement of this place. Should be noted too that it's so close to the Monroe house and it has that historical connection. That was an old jail. Some of the same people might have been transferred over here. And that land is supposed to be cursed. It's like 100 feet down the road from here. So one of America's most notorious negative locations is like, you can literally see it from the window here. It's like one house down. So I have a feeling that the activity, there's another noise. The activity here is connected to what's going on at the Monroe Demon House. And I don't know, it's f***ing creepy, man. What do you feel?
I'm feeling right now like we have to kind of like probably plan ourselves because there's a lot of noises happening right now. The door closing, the light on. boots on the ceiling, like someone sat in this chair. I think being close to, we had no idea, by the way, that we were even back where the Monroe house was.
Yeah, no idea.
No idea until I said, oh, it's right. We were here last year. We were a block away. We didn't even know it. So I think the proximity, there might be a connection there, you know. But I think the jail itself, if you see this kind of a jail, like we've seen many of these kind of jails, nothing like what's down in the basement, like which is a dungeon, like where they put people in the hole.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. When you see it, you're gonna understand. So yeah.
No, they already saw it.
I already saw it. Okay. Yeah. Well, you guys saw it. I mean, it's like you don't build those kind of facilities for like just people that are doing petty offenses. Those are hardcore people,
right,
that are put down there, and obviously a hanging gallows there. So I'm sure there was a number of deaths here, you know. So anyway, I'm ready.
Well,
Without further ado, guys,
let's turn the cameras on and just get going.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of activity already. One of our first words.
Jewish.
Unclear. Evil here. Jewish.
Yes, but evil here. Jewish.
Jewish evil.
I don't. Yeah. Unless there's one of the things. Stalk.
Stalk?
Oh my God. Troll. Oh.
Wait, troll?
Yes, scratch marks, troll stalk.
Dude, troll's what he said at the beginning.
It
of the
is.
sea.
It is. Here, see if you can zero in on those.
Stretched.
What the fuck are the
Scratched,
odds?
troll.
Troll, scratch mark, stalk, stretched.
Shouldn't we have this on night?
Yeah.
People have seen shadow. I don't know what you want to call them. There's some people say, oh, it's like trolls, pugwedgie, elemental. I don't know what you call it, but something about that big has been seen it's been seen in this room. It was seen actually beforehand. Paranormal Quest and Paranormal Nightmare was in there one night in the sheriff's room. They saw it. They thought it was one of the cats when the cats used to be here at the house. Cats were in here, so it wasn't a cat. Dan actually saw it over by the bathroom around the corner. Other people have seen it in other things. I have no idea what it is.
A little creepy troll. Shadow?
That's what people call them trolls. I mean,
To whoever's here in the Blackford County Jail, please come and speak with us this evening.
Property.
We're just here to try and talk to you. My name's Colin.
I'm Jeff. My name's Jeff.
If there is someone here and you just shut that door.
Nose.
Pain. Nose pain?
You've been sniffling all night, I
I
told
know.
you.
What the hell though? Pain, disaster, all these negative words.
Spectre.
Spectre.
If you're here,
Spectre was over there in the doorway right there.
yeah, and we saw you shut that door for us, can you come into this room and let us know that you're here?
Elected.
Elected? Like sheriffs? Weren't sheriffs elected?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are you one of the sheriffs that lived here? Can you give us a sign if you're one of the sheriffs? We just want to communicate with you. That's the reason. We're friendly. But could you let us know you're here? You can play with one of these lights or say it on these devices or touch those over there to make them move.
She killed the woman who poisoned.
Yes. She was housed here.
Slammed.
Slammed.
Oh, like the doors. He was talking about how the doors got slammed.
You're talking about Ray? The woman who poisoned somebody and her husband died?
No.
Noise.
No.
Did you hear that?
Where's that noise?
Oh. This says noise on here right after we just heard a noise.
Dude, turn that off for a sec.
This?
Yeah, I feel like there's so many noises. People. She killed people. That's what mine said.
Okay.
Look at that. Listen to that, dude. There's like noises.
I know.
Let's try this new app too. He recommended. He actually said this app that we have here is designed by another paranormal investigator, Sean Austin. Basically, the way he explained it, uses like AI and your phone's microphone to try and see if it can decipher any words, EVPs that it's hearing live in the moment.
From electrical disturbances.
Yeah, out of EMF readings. We're gonna run this and just see if it gives us anything. I've never used this before.
Yeah.
Is there somebody in here with us right now?
Can you let us know you're here, please? We came to communicate with you, so wherever you're at, can you just give us a sound letting us know where you're at?
Very nasty here. Why is it nasty here? Threat. It's very nasty here.
Yeah,
Threat.
that's some very negative. Are you threatening us or trying to intimidate us, or what are you trying to do? Was that you?
No.
Was
Is that like knocking? Like
it faint? Faint. Yeah.
where did that come from?
Either like up above you or
That was freaky, dude.
was that you?
No.
Was that you?
No. So yeah, are you threatening us?
Can you please let us know you're here? Come into the room, please.
I'm going to leave.
What's that?
Church bell.
Okay.
Can I please ask, are you threatening us?
No.
Wow.
Where's
that on there?
Yeah.
That came from that
Yeah.
device?
Error.
Error.
Weird.
Is somebody here threatening us?
No.
Wow. Just to come up with that twice? Okay. Oh, there was like a squeak. Like, eek.
Who's here with us in the building? Can you tell us who's here?
Yes.
Do it.
Oh, that's off that.
That was on this.
Yeah, but wasn't the nose on that?
Yeah.
Weird. Okay, so who are you?
Three children here. Who are the three children that are here?
No.
Can't you talk about them? Can you just tell us one of their names? Or what happened to them? Okay. Did the children live here?
Laugh. Follow us behind you. Laugh. Back there? You saying you want me to go to the bathroom over there? Shut that door if that's true.
Okay, one thing that's interesting once again is this door, right? How that light came on and the door closed to enough to.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay with this.
Diabolical laugh.
Okay.
Is there a demon in this building?
Yes. Yes.
What kind of demon is here?
Yes.
Is the demon in the room with us right now?
Unknown.
No.
I think the air is kind of heavy up here.
No.
It's hard to breathe. It's really hard to
It
breathe.
is. It is. It's kind of weird.
Where is the demon? It said unknown coffee. Because we want to find the demon.
Can you at least tell us?
Are you frightened?
Nope.
No. Can you at least tell us?
Yes.
Can you tell us at least what part of the house or the jail the demon likes
Yes.
to? Okay, where? Tell us which part of the jail.
Everywhere.
Okay.
So the demon goes to every part of this building?
Can you come into the room and make one of the devices go off for us?
Yes.
Like, okay, please come in.
Yes.
Okay. You're welcome to come in. Let us know with certainty that you're here. You can close the door again if you want.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Also, on this device, right before that, before you started talking, we asked, so the demon goes to every part of
Yes.
this building? And it said, truth correct.
Okay.
It's a little freaky. Why don't you go walk out there?
What for?
Demon bait.
That's okay.
Yes.
Do you know one of our names?
Damn, I gotta be up by 8. I gotta trade all morning. Was that?
That's outside.
Can you show us you're here by closing the door again? Or making one of these devices in the doorway go off?
See.
Show me you can do it. The light just changed.
Why not?
Hopefulness.
Who's with us right now? We're a little confused.
My eye hurts too.
You okay?
Down here.
No.
Many.
Who's with us right now? Many. Are you in this room right now? Please give us a sign that you are. Move something, make some knocking noises. I'd really love if you could make some sort of a noise for us, please.
Where?
Brown. B-R-O-W-N.
Well, still, it could just be us. What's our last name?
Evidence. Down in the evidence
Yeah.
room?
Oh, yeah.
Are you saying that you're attached to a piece of evidence downstairs? Is that true? Are you attached to a piece of evidence?
What's that light staying on?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
What was it?
Yes.
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 Yes, on
Definitely,
both devices.
definitely.
Are you attached to a piece of evidence?
Okay.
Yes.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Demise. It was their demise, like they got caught with it? Can you tell me what piece of evidence you are attached to or you find intriguing? If it says something's down there, that would be crazy, wouldn't it?
Right. Like a baseball bat. Or...
Yeah, I saw that bat.
There's some devices in the hallway that you can play with. All you have to do is walk around the hall
Yes.
there. Just walk. Walk down the carpeted path there.
This is interesting. It said
Cooperate.
it said diary. What piece of evidence are you attached to?
Diary?
What if there's like a notebook down there?
No. We'll have to
We
find-
could also do some automatic writing down there
Yeah,
with the notebooks that we have.
yeah. True.
So you're telling me that there's a diary down there that you are attached to? Harry.
Harry. I don't remember a Harry in the stories anywhere.
Hot. Harry Hot. Hot Harry. Hot and Harry.
Leave that in.
Harry's diary?
Like a boom in this on the ceiling. Go with the That's like a muffled boom from up here again. Up above.
Do you not like the light in here?
No.
So you don't like the light? You want us to turn the light off?
Noise. Yeah. We're talking about the noise just now.
And this said, so you're telling me there's a diary
Yes.
down there you're attached to? Yes.
Okay, that said yes.
Yeah.
That said yes.
So, can you tell me who the diary belonged to? I guess we could turn the light off, listen for a noise like it said. He will affect everyone. I don't like that. But who is he?
So, for me, a couple things. I mean, sometimes we have the REM pods going absolutely nuts, right? Like, hasn't had one hit tonight.
Two of them. Monroe House right down the
Yes.
street. It was all night.
Just constant. Do you see that little red light over there?
No.
Well, there's a red light. Can you walk over and touch that little red light over there that I'm pointing
No.
to?
No.
Jeez.
It really
They
will
don't
not
want to. They
cooperate.
don't want to do anything.
Good evening.
Honestly.
It's like they're prisoners. They don't want to incriminate themselves. Sin. Good evening, Sin. Can you please tell us who the diary belongs to that we'll be looking for? You're scared of me.
Maybe they sense something. I'm a little afraid, a little. Just my gut, I've become a little bit of a pit in my stomach.
Will you make a noise for us if we turn the light off? I swear I just saw something. Like a movement right here. I swear I just saw something. I swear I just saw something.
My nose just opened up. I've got like something, like a fume of some sort.
Yes. Sarah.
So who did the diary belong to? Sarah.
Who's Sarah?
Can you please tell us who Sarah is?
No. No. No.
Again.
They don't want to tell us anything.
No, it's like they don't want to cooperate or communicate.
Please, who's Sarah? If you tell us who Sarah is, we'll turn the light off.
It's almost like the sheriffs, how they wouldn't discuss anything. Like that's all. Like we're in the sheriffs where they died.
Yes.
You are not living, you understand. You can tell us. There's another poem. Who is Sarah?
No.
Will you please tell us who Sarah is? We're going to try to find her diary. Drowned.
I had lake, this device, lake. Was there a Sarah who drowned in a lake nearby? I'm just trying to put it together.
Yes.
It's time
Yes.
to leave. It does not like us in here.
No, this is definitely. I'm not sure why.
It's definitely not comfortable in here.
Yeah, why don't you want us here? Is there something you can tell us?
Yes. Yes.
But why?
Yes.
Okay, but why? Let us know.
Pain.
Pain.
Pain again.
And it said that on this device.
I did, yeah.
So it said pain twice.
What do you mean when you say pain?
What kind of pain are you talking about? So,
Memories.
memories. What kind of pain? Memories?
Well, then you have a memory of diary too.
So, that diary of Sarah's brings
Yes.
you pain to think about?
Yes.
Okay.
So that diary of Sarah brings you pain to think about. So was Sarah your wife, or was Sarah
No.
a criminal?
wife.
No.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So Sarah, are you feeling like Sarah is here, telling like she's in pain, or do you think it's the husband? Sarah, are you here? Are you here, Sarah? You can come in. It sounded like you're out in the hallway.
Yes.
You're welcome to come in. We're friendly. We're here just to communicate with you. You got another sound back there.
It's a little creepy in here, dude.
Come home.
Are you looking for Sarah? Demon.
It said it. Really?
Demon.
On that device?
Right here.
On your device?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Is Sarah the name of the demon?
Got the chills here.
It's actually gotten a little bit creepier in here all of a sudden, dude.
Yeah, I have an uneasy feeling here.
So, I'm going to turn this light out like you asked us to. Please try to make a noise.
Oh, there's noise right there. Out there.
Fond memories here. What the f*** is that glow in the dark over there?
What is it?
What the hell is that thing? You see that?
Where? Oh, yeah.
What the hell is that?
We're just going to sit for a little bit and let us know where you're at. Can you make a noise from the part of the jail you're living in? Please make a noise.
We want to hear your voice.
God, it's so still.
Are you out there? Or is the demon guy just a little wimp? We turn the light off. Where should we go next?
Apparition they saw over here if we try to pick something up.
You
wanna
have to
hold
be
this?
quiet.
Okay, we're going to go upstairs. So why don't you just follow us upstairs and see if you can appear on this device for us or show us where you're at by sounds, anything. But follow us upstairs.
Alright guys, so we're gonna head upstairs right now where we're gonna do an SLS sweep, see if we can pick up any figures in the demon's attic or whatever the hell you want to call the upstairs. We're gonna run some tests and then we're gonna do a DR60 before we head down to the cells. And that said leave right there. Trapped here, church, trapped here, them, leave.
Guess let's go up. What?
Come over here.
What?
There's one on the floor here. Look at right when you left. Okay, I got it on here. Right when you left, a body appeared right here. Shoot. Come up with us. I saw you. I got you on the camera.
Yes.
Okay, come on up.
You ready for this?
Yeah. Yes.
Join us.
Shit.
Creepy up here. Well, wretched. Before we start looking for you, is there somebody up here? Is there a demon up in this attic?
I got a figure here in the gallery. Oh shit! Wait.
Yes.
Is there a demon up here?
I have it.
It said yes. Oh no.
Sam,
I got a light.
there's no railing or anything there, bud.
All right. Who's the demon that's up here? Please leave here.
We're not.
The bell just went off down there. All right, who's the demon that's up here? Name? Yes, please tell us the name of the demon that's up here. Oh my God!
What?
Oh my God! Sarah!
No, again?
Yes. What's
you
the name of
serious?
the demon? Sarah.
Again? Get that on.
When I asked for the name too.
You can hear it down there.
Sarah.
Show yourself, please.
Hi again.
Oh man.
And also I asked on here, tell me the name of the demon, and it said Eli.
Really?
Yeah.
Another?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's eerie up here.
What's that? That was like a bottle cap or something. I know. Oh.
Is Eli the demon going to hurt us? Creepy. Nah, that.
Dude, you have to.
It's too creepy, man. Yeah, what's creepy? I said, is Eli the demon going to hurt us? Maybe. Judgment. Dude, I feel like there's something behind me, man. This is a little too creepy, I think. Where is Eli in this room? Eli, can you make a noise? Abandoned. Eli, where are you in here? Man, I honestly feel like you should be scanning this corner over here. Like, I feel like there's something back here. Is Eli the demon behind me right now?
Dude, there's something on the floor that's crawling up on your. Hold on. Oh shit.
Henry. Three. Henry? There's 3 people here. Henry's here.
Yes.
Eli's here. Who else is here? Is the demon behind me right now? Yes.
Really? Remember you said something up here again where they said behind you?
I mean, I really do feel like it's like right here. You should just come over here and do it. So Henry is here, Eli is here, and who else is here?
Sarah.
What?
Oh my
The
god.
Twice on this device, dude. 2 different devices. That is. Oh my god, that gave me the chills. So Henry's here, Eli's here, and who else? Sarah, twice.
That's the 3rd time.
Yes, I just got it on this device. Dude, that is so
Wow.
crazy.
We gotta find out about Sarah.
Please tell me who Sarah is. I don't mean harm. Sarah. We know you don't, Sarah.
We're going to do the DR60 in a second here, but I'm just trying to see if Jeff can pick up on the SLS anything, because I really feel like there's somebody right here. And this Sarah shit is
Lost.
crazy. And who Sarah is lost. Sarah's like a lost soul who's like looking for her diary or something attached to Sarah's diary. And it said her name on multiple devices.
Where did Sarah come from, and why is she trapped here? Where did Sarah come from, and why is she trapped here? Sadness.
Dude, seriously? Colin, what was that?
What was that?
I can't see. Is the door open or closed?
I can't see it.
It's open.
It was like a click or a
What's a loud click?
snap. Sarah, how can we help you?
With that? I mean, look at. I mean, I think that was like.
It's kind of like that
I
sound.
think that's kind of the similar sound.
Leave. God damn, it's creepy up here.
Quick. Yes, I did. Look what's down there in the corner. It's little.
Who's down there?
Right here.
We see you in the corner of the room. Is that?
Go ahead.
We see you in the corner of the room.
Oh, disappeared.
Pain.
Disappeared.
Pain.
Silent.
Right here.
Silence.
Maybe that. Remember? I told. Well, the other thing is, remember I told you what I was told? Like demons like to hide in corners.
Yeah.
That's it. Right there. Corner. It's the corner.
Pain. Who are you? Pain. Silence. Hear us. Different devices.
Oh, right here. Look at on the ground. Can you get it?
Oh shit! It's right there.
Oh.
All right, let's ask.
Oh yeah. Quick.
Who is it on the ground?
Oh. It was going up in the air.
It's like quick little things.
It's right here though.
around here.
There's things around here. It's just right here. I mean, just so people know, I've been scanning a long time downstairs and all up in the attic here. This is the corner over here. I don't know if he had anything going on.
This is where I was saying, like I've been saying this whole time. It feels like it's right behind me when I was in that chair.
You're right. You're sitting right here.
Yeah.
Right here. That's right.
The grave.
Right behind here.
Oh,
What is it?
dude.
What is it? Dude.
I lost my life here. Who's on the ground? Eli.
Oh
again.
my god.
Demon. What the fuck?
Dude, I got something in my throat right here.
The same
Dude,
name.
It's right here on the ground.
Yes.
Oh my god, I got chills here.
Dude, we just got that name up here about the demon.
Okay, we gotta. It's appearing for us finally, though. You know what? We scanned all over here where I sat in these chairs. Okay, so for me, I will tell you, when I actually was with the yogi for a week, I got to ask him questions of Master Yogi. I spent a week at a camp just to kind of explore that Hindu religion. At the end of the week, I was able to ask him questions on the paranormal, and one was, what are demons? And then he specifically said, demons are weaker creatures that like to cower in corners. So as long as you leave them alone, they're generally harmless, but they can attach. But here's a corner. Colin was right there, felt something behind her, and that goes along with, I kind of believe, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like kind of crazy. It's like 3 times, and you got these names,
Mm-hmm.
and it's right here in a corner.
And Sarah so many
And
times.
Sarah,
And it says She killed us again. So that was the second time it said she killed us.
Right. No, I know.
What about this corner over here?
But I mean, I
Look
guess I
out.
wasn't really doing any of the corners, right? I was only doing open
Look out.
space.
Look out.
Yeah. I was doing the gallows over here, which are not in corners. Dude, I got one. Okay, look, it's right in the corner. It's in the corner. Look at
Another one in the corner?
Look at the corner right here. Right.
Jumping around?
Right in the middle of my screen is the corner.
Look at that.
It's green. It's green. See it?
Who are we seeing in
Stay.
front of us right now in this corner?
Stay there, please. We're not going to hurt you.
Those black
It's
balls.
yeah, dude. It's right in the corner though. Yeah, those black balls went through there. Look at that. It's moving. It's like cornered. We've got it cornered.
Creepy up here.
Dude, this is crazy. Like corners.
Look at it jumping around.
Like the
dude.
whole time. There's probably 45 minutes up here on the gallows. 0.
Who are we looking
Yeah,
at?
yeah, yeah.
Who are we seeing? Can you tell us their name?
Yeah. Dude, I think it's trying. It's like, oh
Sarah!
no! Are you
Again!
serious?
Again, dude.
Jeez. Whoa.
Look at that guy.
Wow.
Again.
This is nuts. Let's go.
Hello. It always says hello and hi.
It does.
Sarah,
Is it
hello.
still there or no? It's gone.
Yeah, no. It's gone.
Oh, my arm is killing me. That is crazy.
Where are you in here?
That's like a boom right here. Yeah. Yeah. That's another corner over there.
Dude, that came from right over there. I'd try one more in the corner over there.
Because then I'm thinking, or we don't want to be here till like 3 or, you know.
Who's in this corner over here? We just heard you.
Can you show yourself, please? You've been in the corners.
We've really enjoyed speaking with you, even if you are Eli the Demon.
It's kind of weird cold over here, actually. I was just...
So over here, who's in the corner? Unknown.
Yeah. You know, my feeling is, just to tell you the corners are done, we'll be able to go right up to the corner. We can't get to the corner here because it's roped off. I think they feel like threatened. You know?
Honestly.
And then they're cornered, literally. And they're trying to go left and right. You know what I mean?
Think about it too. It doesn't like us, and we were over there, and we heard like a knock over here, so it was trying to draw us over there. But the floor has holes in it, like to hurt us, maybe?
True.
To get us to
Because
fall in.
we talked about going underneath the rope and going over there, but
Yeah.
there's holes in the floor. And then also,
And I honestly wouldn't have even noticed that. I probably would have just stepped over.
exactly. And I'm telling Colin, like, I also feel like, look down at the floor. There's no railings. So I get the feeling like it's drawing us over, right?
Mm-hmm.
And forget about walking and you die, basically. You fall over the edge here.
All right. I'm gonna turn this off.
Over here. Back. Over here again. I'm telling you.
It's creepy up
They're
here.
living up in the corners here.
All right. Let's do this. All right. Eli, can you tell us what you are?
We've picked up your figure several times up here. Can you tell us where you like to live? Where do you like to, in a sense, where's your most comfortable spot up here?
Can you please tell us who Sarah is?
Are you happy that we're here trying to communicate with you?
Why is there a demon here?
Sarah, did you die in this place?
Alright. You lie. You tell us what you are. We've picked up your figure several times up here. Can you tell us where you like to live? Where you like to have that sort of your most comfortable spot up here?
Did you hear that fake boom down there?
Yeah. We've been off camera. There's been booms happening,
And like,
like a boom, like
sounds like it's coming from like
The
the
floorboard.
stairs too. Anyway.
Can you please tell us who Sarah is? Are you happy that we're here trying to communicate with you?
Jesus.
Right when we're trying to listen to this DR60
This is like
train.
this is like the third train
I know.
that's come through.
And it's got to blow the loudest horn known to man.
Listen.
Why is there a demon here? Sarah, did you die in this place?
Oh,
Ooh. That one?
dude.
Huh?
It's just, if it's gonna be a demon, I mean, it sounds like it's just overpowering
Yeah.
everything that we're asking.
In this place?
It's like almost. Oh. Chills.
Chills?
Chills.
Well, that was creepy.
I mean,
I don't think we really got an answer to our question.
No, but I mean, it's interesting. Probably, like I said, 45 minutes about. I focused on the gallows, 0, and then the corners, 3. Was it 3 or 2? We got 2. You heard the bell. Anyway, 3 corners.
Yes,
That
Sarah,
we got figures.
Eli, and Henry.
Really?
That the 3.
And they're all different colors. Yellow, red, and green, I think. You can look back.
Some freaky ass noises down there too.
I think we should get back down.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, we're gonna go down to the prison cells.
Oh.
Not the basement.
Oh, shit.
Just the cells. Then we'll finish in the basement.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's watch our stuff. You know, what we all have is this.
Right now we're here in that area where that prisoner was found hanged back in the day that was in cahoots with the sheriff. This is rumored to be one of the more actively haunted places in the jail. So we've got a bunch of devices set up in this little hallway. Before we begin our spirit box, let's just sit for like 2 minutes and listen, see if we can hear anything. Is there anybody here with us?
Can you let us know you're here? If you're not here, come and join us and let us know you're here. Do you need some water or some chow? Seems kind of dead.
God damn, it's quiet. Wow. Creepy but quiet.
Yeah. It's like lockdown or something like it. So just don't talk. Did you hear that little noise?
What?
There was a little noise.
That was my pump, I think.
Was it? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah.
Right next to us.
Right there. First movement we've had. Right when we came in the room.
Right when we came in here.
Have you guys come out? Oh, yeah.
That's so weird. It was right when we came in here.
Yeah, it's pointed that way too. By the way.
Yeah.
It's no connection to here. This is when we got it. Well, it's like someone standing in front of it. Okay, they've let us know, or at least someone's here.
It's kind of creepy. We're gonna do a spirit box in here. If there's anybody in here, I know that you've had people come to talk to you before, so you know how this works. Just try to answer our questions.
Xbox. Scanning. FM.
Just introduce ourselves real quick. My name's Colin,
My name's Jeff.
and we just want to talk to you, whoever you are. Is there somebody here in this cell? Is the man who was found dead in this cell here? I think we really want to know who Sarah is. Who's Sarah? Can you tell us? There's just like some movement out in the hall. Who is Sarah? Who is she?
We understood that a man himself here. Can you tell us his name? Again, can you tell us his name? The man who himself here?
James, are you here?
You can go back and hear this a lot better when you get your headphones on.
Yeah. James, if you're here, did you do that to yourself or did someone else?
There's just fingers.
Just the fingers? Twisted fingers?
I think a spirit box a lot of times can be where you do it and then you listen to it. Editing.
Yeah.
Instead of guessing, just do it.
James, I know you might not know this, but we're not going to ask you about your death tonight. We want to know who Sarah is. Someone was telling us about a Sarah upstairs. Do you know Sarah? Go game?
James! You're here.
Someone was talking about Sarah's diary. Do you know anything about that or what that might mean? They are seeking.
Sarah, can you come through and tell us that you're here?
Or think again.
We'd like to know what your diary is. What's important in the diary?
Family safe.
Family stuff.
Family. Sarah, are you happy where you are now?
Woman voice underneath that.
It's kind of interesting coming in here to ask this James guy different questions than he would usually get about Sarah. Maybe, it's like talking to using another ghost to help you find out who another ghost is.
And keep in mind too, like earlier you heard like sometimes they're probably really crowded in here.
Yeah.
So there could be 8 people right in this spot, or who knows? They have to sit down and sleep. One stool. Oof.
James, once again, please try to talk and tell us who Sarah is, please.
Not dead.
Demon. I heard. Sarah. Sarah, something. Thank you.
Please leave a seat if I would say.
Can you please be a little more clear? Why is she so... She said she was here because she was sad in the diary. Who is she? person?
Before we're done, can you tell us maybe something that you want us to know? Something you want to, that's been a secret or that's been bothering you?
There's something
There again. Speak as clearly as you can. What do you want us to know before we're done?
One ticket?
I want to take that apart.
Can you tell us anything else about Sarah before we go downstairs to try to speak with her? Sheriff. Was Sarah somebody's wife? Or was she an inmate here? Which one was she? Not a lot of voices, but I mean...
I think there are a lot more phrases though that you'll hear in editing that you can't really hear.
Yeah, this place is weird. It's putting my head in like a warp.
This is nothing though like what's downstairs. This would be like, if you had this room, it'd be like heaven right here. Those windows would be there.
Yeah, it's like the Ritz.
I mean, really, you got. Jeez.
You were talking to us using this application. Who is waiting for us downstairs?
Oh, there was a noise out there.
Let's just go downstairs now.
Let's go down. You want to turn this off?
Who's waiting
Turn this
downstairs? Dunno.
Don't know.
Yeah. Can you zoom in on it? Look at this thing pulsing. We just sat down for a quick break. Look at that energy.
Yeah, I know. And
oh my god.
remember he was saying they get a lot of activity in here? That thing was just doing 0.
It just started tweaking out. If there's someone in here, can you try to move that mannequin? That woman right there?
Woman follower. Look at how it's just still.
Right when we started recording. Of course. God, if that thing moved, I swear I've come into this room and that mannequin's scared me like 3 times tonight.
Isn't that weird how that thing was going, like, before I even filmed it, it was going crazy.
Yeah. It was doing that for like 2 minutes. And then we finally were like, let's film it.
Oh. Are you back? Keep playing with that light. Can you show us you can do it? Wasn't that the base of this door here?
Is it? Nope.
Did we left the light on? Okay. Watch your head.
Let's go find...
Wait a second. What? Is it? Oh yeah, I remember this pipe right here.
You want to start...
Oh.
What?
I thought I heard something there.
Want to start filming?
Oh!
What?
It seems like something's moving in there.
Remember, there's the portal right there.
Where? Oh shit. There's some like noises. Why don't you do it by the portal? Oh no, we gotta go back. Okay, we don't go through this way though.
I know, but I just want to look at this evidence.
Oh.
All right, so right now we're down in the basement, and before we start, remember, the whole crux of tonight was asking if somebody was attached to some of the evidence, and it said diary, Sarah. So there's a bunch of evidence over here.
Watch the head.
I just
Watch the
kind
head.
of want to look at this stuff. Like, look at this. Baseball bat. Oh, this is so cool. Behind stove.
Like used
Used for what?
no. Look at this. This thing's evidence. Heck.
Evidence
Can't
of
read it.
what?
Look at all these reports back here.
Criminal mischief. Charles. Look at this. Like, these are so cool. Bat found behind stove in living room.
Hey, a 1912 Horner rig Wegness bat worth $3 million.
It looks like red, like blood. You see that?
Get the luminol out, dude. What's this? A pill bottle.
I mean, it really makes me wonder, like, what evidence.
Look at Jackie Robinson. Look at
Louisville
Louisville
Slugger. I mean, it's so interesting, you know? Like,
Right.
what this evidence
You
is
can comb
from.
through
Scams. This is cool, though.
This is an aluminum bat right here.
Yeah, for criminal mischief.
Hmm.
This ball bat located behind the stove
Mm-hmm.
in the northeast corner of the living room. John Rosebow.
Found in sack, taken from Terry York. Whatever, he stirred up.
God, this is so cool. Like, what's this stuff, too? One empty prescription bottle taken from Terry York.
Oh, another Terry York again. That was on that bat, that other thing.
Yeah, found in sack taken from Terry York. Who's Terry York?
Look, it's a UFO.
That's weird. I mean, it's so strange, like, why all these items ended up here, and they're all down here, too. I don't see any diaries, though.
Don't see any diaries.
And, like, why would this be evidence?
Yeah, those horns gouged somebody's eyes out. They're about to rip apart.
Container used for smoking marijuana.
Really?
1981.
Jesus.
You see that pot leaf?
Oh, yeah, actually. That's a little hit. Get a
This
big old
shit's
hit
crazy.
out of that, man.
So this is Terry York's pills, too.
Yeah. Terry York.
I really do wonder, like, what these bats were for.
Criminal mischief.
Well,
No mysteries. Looks like they bonked somebody on the head with them. Broke a window. Hit a home run. Ooh, that spider web went right with your hair.
Did he go into it?
Well, you just pulled on your hair. No. It's time to get chilly.
Oh, yeah, down here. God damn, it's creepy down here.
Yeah. Did you say that you watched any of the series called The Boys?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I thought you'd love that show.
Dude, what the f?
What
Jack?
happened?
Look at the thing.
What?
Look at that, dude.
Oh,
Look
dude.
at that.
What?
Look at that.
Look out.
Okay, what
Okay.
the fuck, man?
Oh, dude, that's freaky, dude. Remember earlier he said that he thought the chain was moving?
What the
Where does it go? Oh shit, I almost hate to look. Dude, it's just hanging right there. Look at
man? The moment we
Okay.
walk in here. Alright, that's
okay.
hella creepy, dude.
I'm like, oh my god. Here, I gotta go look. Oh my god, dude, this is a huge room.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
That's the
Holy shit. How would that...
This is
How's this
freaky,
moving though?
dude.
There's not like, there's no like, there wouldn't be any air or anything.
no, there's
Oh.
zero air. There's movement in there.
Dude, I'm a little bit freaked out now. Like, there won't be anybody in here.
No, just the demon.
Look at this thing. It keeps moving.
Is there somebody down here with us?
I'm hearing stuff. What's going on with this chain? Look at this.
I don't know, but that's creepy as shit. It's still swinging.
Makes me think like something like flew by and hit it or something like that. I'm like,
Fucking creepy.
Hope
It's
not.
doing that when we.
I guess a bat one hit it, yeah, you know. 'Cause it was
There are no
void
bats
now.
down here.
But look at how it. I mean, it's not even slowing up.
Yeah, that's fucking bizarre.
It's like a pendulum or something.
Come over here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm looking at this link right here where it goes right
clearly
through the middle
something
of it.
touched this one because this one's not even moving.
Right, exactly.
It's
true.
literally
true.
completely still.
Wow.
It's not even swaying. Which is also trippy that this, like, look at how it's getting so close, but it's not even
No, right.
touching it.
Yeah.
You see that? It's
Yeah.
getting within like a centimeter.
Dude, I'm looking at the chain from here. Like this, where the middle of that, it meets right there. Like it isn't really slowing down. It's just, like I said, like a pendulum that's just... Holy shit. Okay. That's pretty freaky, man. I don't know what would do that.
Never quite seen something like that.
Okay,
Look at that,
so
there you go.
people you're watching, and you're in these creepy places like this kind of stuff happens. I mean, I don't care if you believe it or not, or it's just creepy either way. Like,
That's creepy as shit.
This is a super creepy. To me, it's a medieval type of a this would be like a torture chamber, and it's like, explain then how it happens. Now it's finally maybe slowing a little bit, maybe, but all it is it's wrapped right there. Like Colin said, the other one is not moving at all. There's no wind in here. I don't know how you explain that. I do know I'm going to be ready to go though.
Point your camera
I'm
down
ready
there.
to get out of here. I mean, oh my god, look at this stuff. That's nuts. Look at that shot.
Yeah, it's...
And then it goes different left and right there.
Is there somebody down here with us?
Okay, but I think we should do it. Get going.
Yeah, this is
I don't
creepy.
like that at all. I don't even know if there's a better way to have your back this way or the other way.
I don't know.
It's finally slowing
God
down.
damn, that's creepy.
Shit.
Hey everybody, it's Colin here. Thank you for watching today's video. Hello to all the new subscribers and hello to the rest of our beautiful, wonderful, spooky family. As you know, every single week here on the channel, we give away a free gift bag to one lucky viewer of the show. And this week, to enter the contest, all you have to do is like today's video, let's smash that like button, and comment Jailbird in the comments section below. I'm gonna give y'all 10 seconds to do this now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So go comment. You can comment multiple times. It helps the video so much. But anyways, let's get back to today's video. Thank you for listening to my little spiel. I love you guys so much and stay spooky. All right, guys. So all night it has seemed like it's been talking about a Sarah person and Sarah's diary. We went through the evidence, but I don't know who Sarah is or what she wants, but I'm going to do this Estes method, and while I'm doing the Estes, I'm going to do some automatic writing, so maybe Sarah can try to convey what her diary was to me. But this room is very f***ing creepy, man.
Yeah, I can't tell. Is that other chain moving at all?
No.
My eyes are kind of playing tricks on me.
It's just that one. All right, I'm going to start.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Sarah, are you here with us? We want to know who you are. So I believe you've been with us the whole night. Can you step out?
My writing.
Okay. So Sarah, who are you? Are you human?
It pains you.
Well, we got pain three times up there. Sarah, again, can you answer me? Like, what are you? Are you a human? Non-human? Can you please answer me?
Behind you, bub.
What's behind me?
Ugh, it's creepy.
What's behind me then?
All the little whores there.
Sarah, you said...
This is the biggest mistake. I've been sitting for a while.
Okay, who am I talking to?
Can I have some more of your time?
You can, but you have to first please tell me who you are.
I started missing her.
Maybe somebody missing
Maybe it's
Sarah.
a guy who's missing Sarah, and it's not her that's here.
Yeah. Okay, so you're a guy that's missing
She
Sarah?
talked me through it.
Oh, okay. So you knew Sarah.
Yeah, you know what that means.
What? Were you together? Was Sarah your partner? Or was it a relative? Or how were you related to Sarah?
Beautiful.
Okay. That sounds like someone that would be more like a boyfriend or a husband. How do I know that you're good or you're bad or you're evil or... Can you tell me?
So fresh, so...
You can tell me just because we won't be coming back, so...
The bride.
Okay. So Sarah,
She's here.
Sarah was your bride and she's here? Okay, so who am I talking to? Who are you? Because we were trying to talk to Sarah.
It's Henry.
Henry. Okay. So how were you related to Sarah?
The space
Henry?
of space.
Henry, how were you related to Sarah?
Miss her.
Okay.
She's a sweaty one.
Okay. Wow. Gotta think through this. I'd like to know who you are as far as Sarah. Like,
Ugh, that was creepy. He's coming. Just like that. I feel her now.
okay.
Beneath you all.
I just heard a noise behind me. So,
In the nude.
I'm a little confused. Are you Henry, you said your name is Henry. You miss Sarah and she's coming?
I'm here.
Okay.
This boy.
Did you guys have a boy together? You and Sarah? Can you tell me, Henry, are you Sarah's husband or boyfriend, or sounds like one or the other? We're trying to understand who Sarah is. And you gotta help us.
Oh, yeah.
Can you please try to help us? And
My cowgirl cutie. England.
Okay. So it sounds like it must be, again, either your girlfriend or your wife, but I'm unsure if you're good. Are you pretending?
Can you find her? Bring her back. In the shadows. It's all me.
I'm not quite sure that you're actually Henry, or maybe you're someone who scares Sarah. Are you good or evil?
Please call me.
This is a tough one. Sarah, can you say something? Let us know you're here.
From down 78. Settle down.
Okay, so it must have gotten married.
Amber Rain.
An amber ring with a ring, maybe a wedding ring, is 78. So Henry, you and Sarah, are you here together right now? If so, let me know. It sounds like maybe you are.
Sunday night. Been looking all year. I feel dumb.
Is that you talking, Sarah?
Always. He really wants me.
Okay, so it sounds like it's you, Sarah. Sarah, you said you're very sad. Why are you sad? Can you tell me why you're really sad? Where you're at right now?
Changes day to day.
Okay. Where are you right now? Do you know where you're at? Do you feel like you're in a safe place, or no?
The barrier.
Barrier, okay.
Ugh. Deep in the tunnel. Dirt.
Yeah, the dirt is, those rooms are really scary.
Can you get me?
Wow.
Corn.
I just don't think, like, it's either Sarah. Oh, yeah. See,
Your life.
Oh, I got the chills. I'm thinking like you're neither.
It's obvious.
Okay. So who am I actually dealing with then? Are you what they would call a demon?
The medical tent.
Are you an entity?
We all die.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was a weird echo. I'm in here.
I don't think we're talking to
In the granite.
Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's some noises like
Did you post enough?
sounded like a telephone ringing. So once again, we were trying to find out who Sarah was, and there was a diary.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So are you connected to that? Are you around Sarah? Are you harming her or anything like that?
Wish free.
Man, this is
I wanna go.
This is a confusing one.
Ooh, I just felt something. I don't know if it was in the ground or what. It's like
In the granite.
Ugh. Hey.
Yeah.
Don't fight the people.
Okay. Well,
No, why not?
I think we're dealing with
Make me.
someone who's not a
That's
good
the heart.
person.
The heart is dying.
Dr. Brazil.
Okay, we're not going to be back, so I think you're actually, if there is such thing as a demon, you'd fit that description to me. Is that right? Are you trying to just deceive us? I mean, we're not going to stay
Fall
here.
back.
You can tell us. We wanted to know who Sarah was.
The human boy.
Okay.
Oh, I'm alive.
So was there a Henry with a Sarah that had a boy?
Texas.
Okay.
I miss him.
So it sounds again like maybe Sarah's back? Is that right?
So many delicious.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like Sarah again. Okay, please try to clear this up.
In the restroom.
Try to clear this up for us. Are we right?
Live a little.
Okay, is there a Henry and a Sarah that were together and they had a boy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Close.
And then there's a bad entity that's living wherever you're at right now?
What a lie.
No. I mean, it sounds to me like that's what's happening. I'm just trying to construct something here, and you got to help me. Can you tell me if I'm right? You can just tell us the truth because we're leaving.
I'm in debt. Please, sir. Diseases.
That could be other people. Is there something you want us to know? Anybody can come forward and talk about why you're here? Why are you here?
Hitler. Pedal truck. Boom!
Okay,
A sweet smile.
sounds like Henry. Sarah, are you there? Can you step forward and say something to us? Like, it sounded like you were in pain and you were afraid.
For the red wreck. No tickets. Rain and oats. Ooh, Sarah. Take some deep breaths.
Okay, we're going to be finishing up very soon here. Listen, there is like a phone ringing upstairs. Like,
Okay, leave.
oh my God, I hope it's not the phone.
I'll come. The weeded.
Okay, I think we're going to finish up here. I heard a telephone ring upstairs like he was talking about.
Again, that creepy voice. He's coming.
Okay.
Jesus is gone.
Okay, I think that we've got
With no direction.
this bad entity here. Have we ever really... Have we ever really gotten to talk to actually Sarah or Henry? I think it's just a story.
Fears make good food.
Okay.
My name's Sam.
Chills.
Look.
Okay, so I think I'm going to tap you out. I don't want to talk to you
The
anymore.
dead dancer.
Okay, I'm going to tap.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm going to tap you out. Yeah. I tapped out because I think we got to the end where I think you were the person or whatever the thing was deceiving like through the whole conversation. But it was like, I think there's a Henry and Sarah that are together and they had a boy together.
Henry's the other name from upstairs.
It is.
Yeah.
Henry, what is it? Henry for what though? What was Henry doing?
It was Henry.
Like a
Eli.
sheriff?
No. The three names we
Oh,
got on
we
the
got
device.
a name. Oh,
Henry,
shit.
Eli, and Sarah. Did I say Henry?
You did. Dude, I didn't know that.
That's creepy.
Then one of the boys could have been the other name. But so anyway, I think the Sarah and Henry are together, and Henry referred to her a lot of times like sweet face and this and that. And then the boys here, we have a boy together. But then I think there's that evil entity, spirit, whatever you want to call it, or a demon that in the end really showed itself, and why I kind of tapped you out. 'Cause I'm like, okay, now it's just going down, sliding down that hill. Just acting like Henry, acting like Sarah. You know what I mean? And then, holy shit. What the hell?
So I started drawing all those upside down. Weirdly enough, at the very end when you tapped me out, I started seeing upside down crosses.
Wow.
Then I saw that face.
Let me see.
Kind of at first. A key.
What the hell? That's creepy stuff.
I kept seeing lots of S's and Saigon.
Lots of Saigon.
I don't know what Saigon would be. Weird.
Vietnamese.
Sweet and sour down here. That's 2 more S's. I didn't even realize.
Yeah. And I think
bell.
you said a sweet face.
Interesting.
When Henry was talking, who I thought was Henry.
I got the message. The one that saved me.
This is super creepy right here.
I know.
And that's creepy as well.
I know. I got that and that creepy skull thing, him. And then there's like a map right here in the corner with 2 X's. I don't know what that would mean.
That looks almost like this tunnel system down here.
I know, that's what I was seeing, something kind of like that.
mean?
And then she was mine and the one that I missed.
What's this though?
I don't know. I was just seeing like a face kind of staring.
I mean, obviously that does not look like a happy face right there.
No.
Okay.
This was like a skull skinwalker creepy alien hybrid thing that I was seeing. And then this face with no pupils, just white eyeballs.
The bell, a black bell.
A black bell, whatever that means. Bunch of upside down crosses.
The SSS. You mentioned Hitler. You know that?
Yeah, but what do you
said
mean?
the word Hitler. Like SSS? Like the SSS?
You know, that's actually pretty fucking weird, man, because
If you think about
like,
it.
not even kidding.
Yeah.
This kind of looks like a fucking Nazi
Yeah,
symbol.
it does.
Doesn't it?
Right here.
That looks like the actual symbol of the S. That's pretty weird, dude. And all the S's in a row, like right here, literally SS.
Why Hitler?
Oh! And Jewish at the beginning.
Oh, you're right. One of our first words.
Jewish.
Unclear. Evil here. Jewish.
Yes. But evil here. Jewish?
Jewish evil?
I don't. Jewish, and you said Hitler.
That's fucking weird,
Wow,
dude.
you know what?
And Sarah, isn't that a Jewish name?
Well, I mean, we'll look, but
I feel like
it could
Sarah's
still be-
like a pretty,
could still be Jewish either way. That's weird.
a pretty
Okay.
common Jewish name would.
What
I'd
the
imagine
hell?
it would be
I mean,
Sarah,
really,
wouldn't it?
I forgot about that. Saying Hitler.
And it
then
literally is like
SS.
SS.
And then
Then it also said earlier, Navy. I died in the war. This place was around for World War II. That's fucking weird,
yeah,
man.
that's a weird thing.
Because that actually looks like that symbol, in a way. And
What
then
if,
actually
you know-
looking at it, SS, and then saying Hitler.
What if there was like a Henry and Sarah like together, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe something connected to the war in Germany. You know, maybe they were in the concentration camp. I don't know.
I mean, honestly.
You don't know. I mean, it's quite a story though. When you think putting something together, it kind of makes sense.
I'm not okay without my sweet love. I got that again, too.
Well, and that would make sense too. Remember, like they get separated,
Mm-hmm.
and then if they have a boy, like they don't keep him. I mean, they're all separated. We'll have to look.
That's pretty fucking...
You have to
That's
ask.
a weird connection.
Have to ask him up there too. Like text him tomorrow. Like, is there any Jewish connection here of any sort? But yeah, that's
Just get a good shot of that.
yeah.
I did also want to... Because they said... I heard like... dude, that was so creepy.
Oh, I don't know if you're gonna hear it on here or not, but I got a little freaked out because I actually heard a telephone ring twice. Like, and I don't know if it would be that telephone that he said had rung before. That's not.
No way.
I was gonna tap you out after the second one and say, dude, there's a phone ringing.
Good job being...
Okay.
Well, before we quit,
Yeah.
I heard that voice that sounded like it was echoing from back here that said, bring me back.
Yeah.
Let's walk back here once.
Here. I'm gonna take.
Let's go back and look once before we're done here.
This would. Imagine these conditions. This is worse than that, actually.
Man, it's creepy as hell.
What if the walls collapsed?
I know. I mean, dude.
This is underneath a freaking nondescript county jail.
I know. This is like a fucking like torture chamber.
It is. It's like, it's not, by any means would this be like a county jail?
I've never seen or even heard of
This is a
something
freaking like you'd have hidden in someone's like torture chamber.
I know.
You know?
Sarah, if you're back here, we just want to come back and call out your name. So that you can follow us. But man, it's so weird. Look behind you. It's like a horror film.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, let's go.
Ready? This stinks right here, dude.
I know.
What is that?
I was gonna say that.
It smells
too.
like shit. Like, it smells like the way human, you know? It
Yeah.
smells like a sewer.
I know.
Ugh.
I'm walking backwards with my flashlight on. Wait, dude. I just heard something back there.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Nothing. I just tripped. Hold on. Now we're getting freaked out here.
No, man.
Oh, it's the light. The light was playing on. Okay, I think we need to wrap, buddy.
Yeah, it's f***ing creepy in
Yeah,
here, dude.
it is. It is.
Sarah, or anybody that's
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
thank you. But you gotta stay down here.
Yeah, you cannot follow us out of this building. You can't be in our head. This is where you stay. We're out, bud, okay?
While we were packing up, tell the camera real quick and show with your phone what you just discovered.
Oh, shoot.
Or no, you can just
Well, yeah. Okay, people can look it up too. So we're talking about these names we've got, like Henry, Sarah, and Eli that we got upstairs. And Sarah and Eli are both Hebrew names. They're Jewish names. They have Hebrew origin. And then Henry is a lot of times from the German name, Heinrich. And that's who we got, obviously, downstairs. I don't know the connection. We have to think through it a little more. But they also had a boy, right? They talked about downstairs.
Really?
Yeah. You talked. They said, oh, yeah, they have a boy. Remember I said? I thought Sarah and Henry are probably married. And they're separated, all separated. And then Eli, you said, was the name you got upstairs. I'm just kind of putting them together. Remember?
That's
we
weird.
We don't know.
I mean, that's really weird.
We don't know this.
At the very beginning, Jewish, and we were both like,
Jewish.
what the fuck?
Jewish and Hitler. You said Hitler.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said Hitler, and then your drawings on the board, obviously you had almost a Nazi symbol that you drew. You had upside down crosses. You had a scary looking demon kind of figure, because that's another part of the conversation we had down there. But anyway, the names Sarah, Eli are both Hebrew, and Henry can be attributed to the word Henrik in German. So I mean, you have the German Jewish connection there. So I don't know.
Weird though, man.
This is obviously old enough place, right? Way old enough place.
Yeah, to have a World War
Have
II
a
connection.
war story like that here.
Should we go look at the names of the sheriffs before we go? What if there was a Henry? Saigon, too?
Saigon is right. Exactly. There's right there, the sheet.
John Henry Clam, sheriff, 1908 to 1911. Howard, because we got Harry. Oh, look, we got the word Brown up there.
You did.
Sheriff at the start of the new jail project.
Yep.
1987 to 94.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder. It's so weird. Well, we can figure it out later.
Yeah,
I think it's
pretty cool.
time to go home.
Yes, I mean if you just think about it's a very interesting way to put it together. A few people, not very many, most everybody has been really cool on like the Estes, but for me at least, I've had a few people criticize me for trying to put together a story, right? But kind of part of the story of the Estes is to try to get a story.
Put together a damn story.
That's kind of the idea. I'm not saying I know exactly this is 100% right, but it's just a very interesting thing to think through.
Right.
That could be part of the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it makes sense. And then what you drew separately from me, it's just our thoughts.
It's weird, too. And then even this, before we go, look at this. Wonder if this could be anything to do with that little diagram that I drew. You know?
Okay, and one more thing. I thought about this because I thought this was the case. Harry is a very common shortened or nickname form of the name Henry.
Really?
I was thinking my brother-in-law Henry is Harry. No, my brother-in-law's Henry.
Weird.
His name's Henry.
That's weird as hell, too.
So it could be our connection from you to Harry.
That's so strange. Oh, God. What happened to that kid? All right.
I think that's really interesting.
Hello.